All right. Check, check. Hello. Hello. Okay. I think my volume is working. I forget how loud this game is. Actually, I have to check my microphone as well. I might have to kick up my volume a bit. I can hear myself breathe. All right. Okay, hopefully that will be loud enough. Or I have to position the microphone a bit closer. Why is my browser not working? All right. Seems like my tablet doesn't want to cooperate today. I'm gonna have to use an alternate method. Nope. Whoops. Let's pop that out. Hopefully this will work out. Whoops. Alright, let's do this. Bit of a rough start. Hopefully the audio is working. I'm not too loud. Let's continue where I left off. And whatever reason my keyboard's not working on my tablet again. Alright, so we just found the dead body, and now we're in investigation time. The smell of fresh blood. They stock self-defense kits. The killer used night vision goggles and just threw them there. My first guess was that Byakuya would have used them. Truth bullets! What is that sticky thing? Duct tape? Glowing paint. So that's where the knife is. Nothing left here, I guess. Oh, nope. Apparently I'm not finished. Inner side of the tablecloth. Wow, that is frustrating. Jeez. Hmm. Okay, so we got the two perspectives. Who's her? Whoops, loud volume. Ah, that was not needed. Why is that a truth bullet? Hey, was this fan always broken? I can't highlight it, so I'm guessing it always was. Nope. Really? First try? Huh. Not done with this room, huh? Still not done. Timer set to 11:30. Hmm. I guess I'm done with this room. Oh, so partner's gonna tag along. If he's the hero from the first game, does that really work? Lining up plastic bottles to keep cats away? Wonder what animal came from that. It came from a cow? I am leveling up like crazy. Oh, yeah, I forgot there's a shortcut button. Okay, so it's not a kitchen knife. He didn't go easy on the girls? Creepy. No, okay, I'm done. Alright, let's leave. Whoops. Should check up on the pet. Pet seems to be okay. Ooh, my screen blanked out. Oh, there it goes. Loose cable. Oh, there you are. Okay, so this room is untouched. Bloodstains. All three were turned on. This person tried to trigger the blackout. Oh. These partner's a good timer. Oh, is the game music not on? Okay, hold on. I thought the game music was on. I accidentally left the mute button on. My apologies. Like, I'm listening directly through the console, so that's why I didn't notice it. Hopefully that worked.
I see. Yes!
Hey,
Are you serious?
Oh, I am using headphones. So headphones is connected directly through the consoles, but the mute button was on the PC, so the PC wasn't actually hearing what I'm listening to.
hey. I see.
Any fried rice isn't fried rice with gravy is wrong. I actually tried that once. It wasn't that great.
I've got it!
Yep.
Aww. It's a blackout!
Lucy asked, is this my first playthrough? Yes. I played through the first Dangan Ronpa, and this is actually my first time playing the second one.
Hey,
And I
I
made
can't see anything.
an especially difficult time to avoid every single piece of media coverage about this game.
It's pitch black! My future is pitch black! Everyone, calm down! We gotta stay calm in a situation like this! Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is... Ow!
Wait. Nagito said ow?
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Lucy says, I'm in for a wild ride. I already know that. I have been very careful not to Google it.
Perhaps the playthrough overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
She has a pretty good memory to memorize all those lines. But she is a musical artist.
Hey, yep.
She's not Klingon. Who's in the washroom? Still locked.
Hey!
Rishi asks, how does it make me feel that Fat Byakuya is the first victim?
Hajime.
I saw it coming since he set off all those death flags earlier. Kinda lame. Still wanted to figure out why he's here in the first place. Because technically he's like super old in this game, isn't he? Like, not in school age anyways.
Maybe... I mean... Well... Hey.
Hey. Yep. Now. See?
That's a lot of cutlery. I'm curious how those skewers fit inside that.
Anyway.
Wait!
I see.
She went to the washroom.
What the heck?
Hey.
A case of diarrhea.
That's right!
Lucy says, oh, you like the English VA more? First time hearing that? It was a flip of a coin, actually. I played it in Japanese the first time around. So, hearing it in English seems okay. To be perfectly honest, both sides of the voice acting sounds kind of terrible.
I see.
Ah! Yoshi says you can hear who is the same VA in Japanese so you can see. So you can find the connection. That is true.
Whoa!
But also the sort of do a little bit of role playing because you're like a new character in this game, so you're supposed to know nothing ever about everyone. So it's kind of a cheat knowing whose voice it is. I don't know, that's just me.
By the way...
Also, English Monokuma sounds terrible.
Hey,
I won't be fooled.
It's true. So cool!
I see. Now then.
Lucy thinks it adds. Also, exactly, English Monokuma and Monami are horrible to your ears.
Yep. Hey,
If Nagito is Mr. System Hint.
yep.
He's like tutorializing this whole entire investigation.
I see.
I am the chosen one.
All right.
Do I know Kung Fu?
Hey, what are you doing?
What am I doing, you say? Ha! Now that is truly a foolish question.
We're just checking to see if we can get under the floor from here.
Under the floor? Why?
Who said it was futile? Who decided it was impossible? How did you know I cannot recover my earring?
If it is possible to get under the floor, it'll change our understanding of the murder, I think. So I thought it was important to check it.
That's kind of scary if someone
I
crawl
see.
under and use skewers to create a pit trap.
See? Hey.
Yep.
She's Miss Gamer, right? So she should have like the most advantage of everyone. At least in terms of logic.
But
That's sort of what threw me off in the first game, where one guy was like Mr. Fanfiction or whatever.
well,
Like, out of all the scenarios he could have written in this universe, apparently none of it coincided with the murder mystery that he's participating in. And did not see any of it coming.
So,
Bionic Fraud says, I forgot today was Friday. Yes, today was Boxing Day. She says, are there any other connections between the characters of the first game? I'm pretty sure Mr. Tutorial here is the hero of the first game.
huh?
huh?
Mr. Sundere.
Hey, hey.
What are you saying?
Oh, he's blushing.
You...
That's wrong. See? Hey, hey.
I see. I'm glad.
Aha! I have not unleashed even half of my power yet.
I really wish Miss Gamer here would like break the fourth wall, like on a near constant basis. But I doubt that's ever gonna happen. Alright, we have to go to Byakuya's house. Oh, there he is.
Huh? Shut up! Jeez. Don't fuck with me!
Is that it? I guess so. He seems to be everywhere.
All right.
Also, I'm still super weirded out that I am like at chest level height. It's like, look at my eyeline right at his belly button. Alright, so that's not it. Should be on this side. Nope. Here it is.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
Hey!
Did you
Ah!
catch me?
Hey.
What's this? What?
Well,
This is troubling. Loose. I'll leave the rest to you.
jeez. You're right.
Oh. The little token thingy.
No.
Jesus. Please, I beg you, Japanese voices for Monokuma. Oh. I kinda wanna stick with it to see how long I can suffer. It's probably when he gets into that giant monologue near the end of the case is when I'm gonna switch it. Because I'm only guessing there's going to be a huge monologue at the end. Because so far, I have, except for that intro sequence, he doesn't really spoken all that much.
That's weird.
It's all these little short one-liners.
Hajime.
That's an odd sentence. Someone will definitely kill someone. I don't think the second someone needs to be there. Oh man, you guys in the stream chat. What's
This is... Hey. Hey. Nope. Yep.
strong sense of responsibility, huh?
Sorry.
You know, for the past week I've been playing Persona Q a lot, and I'm still getting relapses to the dungeon crawling right now. And Teddy appears a lot in that game.
Hey.
So much hand holding.
Sorry. Hey. Bye now.
Oh, now he leaves. You know, the transitions in this game is kind of abrupt. Oh, I'm looking the wrong way. Because the transition, like, it does that fancy, like, fade out with that bar sliding in and out. And all of a sudden it's like a sudden cut to the next scene. So like this. See, it fades out. It cuts. It's kind of harsh. Someone's drunk. Is there anything here? Nothing here. Ah, I need to change the... Oh, hello.
Huh?
I think he's high.
Oh. Sheesh! Oh! Fool! So what I mean is...
Another level up. So Poop Master says the room has been locked up until the body discovered. Door closed. Only the center door.
Hey! Hey.
Oh, that's a neat drawing. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 people. 15 if you include Chiaki outside, 16 for Mr. Tsundere. So that kinda accounts for everyone. So I can hazard to guess that Byakuya grabs the night vision goggles out of the case, tried to wander over to the lamp to turn it on, and then got ambushed. And why did she draw the power cord just in case? I don't know, if she's like only drawing out where people are, why would she draw the lamp with the power cord? Just a feeling, eh?
Huh?
An extremely important clue next to the power cord. But before then...
Well...
a very thin, sharp object around 5 millimeters in diameter. Death by skewer. Or someone... No, guess that's it.
Alrighty, guys! It's finally time! That's
Luffy
right.
says
It's
the
time
rooms
for
are
the
pretty bare.
long-awaited
Anything like a
class
wire can stand
trial.
out.
Now then, I shall tell you all the meeting place. At the central island of Jabberwock Island, there is a mountain with my adorable face carved into it. That, my friends, is Monokuma Rock. Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, that is so terrible. I'll keep going. At least till the end of this case. Also, this is still really stupid. Alright, before I do any of that, let's check on the pet. Ah, Poopy. Just gonna give it a present. We don't have anything. Maybe later. Still have no idea what the pet does.
Are you kidding me?
No way. You are right.
Blah, 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 blah.
I got it!
No way!
Don't fuck with me!
Hey, come on now. Hey! Huh? You.
Do you understand?
Wait!
What happened, sinner? Now then, let us begin.
Hey,
Well now.
Ah!
What's this? What? You masochistic mascot!
Is he talking about himself?
Special breeding service!
You.
See ya later!
huh?
What's going on?
Oh, I can talk to people. Or just go right through the mountain. We need the Masamune though. Okay.
No way.
What?
Hey, 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 hey! No way, no way!
Stupid!
Okay. It's the elevator.
However,
Welcome!
There's a giant iPad on the wall.
Why, you... Don't fuck with me!
Alright, transition. Intermissions. I am taking a wild guess that the killer is Mr. Tutorial Man. Alright, set skills. I took the liberty of buying some of these earlier. I think that's all I bought. Guess I can buy a few more. It's on my report card. Skill list. Truth bullets. These are all the clues. I'll deal with that later. Presents. Not it. This. Wait, can I buy more stuff? It's under regulations? No, it's not here. Yeah, it's under report card, right? Oh, here, that's where it is. Alright. What do I need? Charisma? This looks good. Get that. Ah, it's worth 8 points. I bought the wrong one. Alright, screw it. Let's just go.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Please just get none, be a man.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
I skipped a line.
such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
I'm guessing it's this dude, but it's probably not him.
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the Blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it?
I'm really glad this whole entire sequence is
By
gonna
the way,
be voiced.
this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Were you even listening to the rules?
That was a misread of the
Didn't that
line.
Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall? Huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds? The most pressing issue on our minds?
Uh-oh. It's probably something really perverted.
Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath a table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
The pin was set, but it was not knocked down. Truth cylinder? Oh man. Use the left stick to move the reticle and triangle to fire. You also fire by tapping at the stick directly. That is such a bad font. These fonts are so ugly. Gaps in the floorboard, knife.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table.
Whoops.
At the very back of the dining hall.
Oh, it's that button.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Huh? Why? Obviously by hiding the body. They tried to delay its discovery!
I'm glad there's a timer bar
Like
up
a
here.
dog burying a bone!
Why was Byakuya's body?
Oops. Trying to find that skip button.
In a place
There
like
it is.
that?
His body was underneath the very back of the dining.
After the killer murdered
Byakuya, they
probably moved the body there.
Ah, I hit the wrong button again. There it is.
No, that's wrong!
Oh man, the sound effects are so lo-fi.
No, I don't think the killer moved the body.
Font says that's the thing about the fonts too. Oh god, the English in the trials.
Huh? What? Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Plus Byakuya is a fat ass.
Oh, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Man, his voice does not match his body.
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he'd dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
Oh, I have to pick one of these? Display problem. The knife? He was diving for the knife? Let's try that.
I can prove it with this. It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice if there was a knife under the table?
Because he planted it there.
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
No, because he wanted to murder someone.
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment.
No, because he wanted to set up the timers so that when the blackout happened, he grabbed the night vision goggles to get the knife to plan to murder someone. But someone saw through that and killed him first.
Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial!
Shut up, Monokuma. There will be various weak spots standing in your way. Good luck and have fun. Oh man, that's a lot of stuff. AC timer, night vision goggles, knife, blood stains, and gaps in the floorboard.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
That sounds correct. If that's the case... During the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food. Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
Boom!
No, that's wrong!
Break.
No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
So, Are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
Oh, wow.
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
She's half correct. A rebuttal showdown. Counter the other person's remark with the directional buttons or by swiping at the screen. Well, I'm playing this on a Vita TV, so that won't be happening. By the way, Vita TVs are super cheap today. It's like, oh. Art Fraud says I will hate this minigame. I can already anticipate this. On the bottom right hand corner of your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. If I don't have the correct truth blade? What? In this mode, truth bullets are now called truth blades. This game! Oh man. Alright.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Damn it!
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
I am not sure what I'm doing here.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
I can't back down!
What is going on?
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they couldn't kill Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene. Because if they used night vision goggles, then they couldn't kill Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene. Because if they used night vision, then they couldn't kill Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
I am so clueless. Firefrog was too.
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they couldn't kill Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those
Just
goggles
mash
were
buttons.
planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
I missed.
Because if they used night, then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Did I miss?
Crap!
Because if they used
No, wait,
night
that
vision
was
goggles,
right.
then they could have killed Byakuya even in
This
reality.
game is weird.
So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words!
I did it right the first time. It told me I was wrong.
No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, he found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Usually says I can't mash. You have a limit that matters eventually. Oh, okay.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well.
I like her. She is a character.
Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Though referring her to herself in the third person is kind of a put down.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case, since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Creepy.
Ew! You totally mean that in a perverted way.
I see! There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
Unless he was the one who put it there in the first place.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid?
Because he wanted to kill someone.
Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
You think so too, right, Hajime?
Stop making it sound like I know everything. There's this. The note.
I can prove it with this. Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Hey, the hell is this?
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage. It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Those are still lies.
Wait, how did she pull her arms out?
Doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter. What do you mean? By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act. But the letter might have been just a little prank. As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone?
Sure reminds me of Junko.
I see. A strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place. Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint.
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance? But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen. They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark. Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker.
That's a leap in logic.
Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
That does not sound right in English.
Not the killer.
Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
So many holes in
I don't care
logic.
about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
No, that's not really happened. Blue colored weak spots. Argue spots? The blue is agree points. Instead of arguing, fire truth bullets to prove they're correct. Alright, so I can either disagree or agree. Oh, here's the old school music. Oh god. I don't remember what their accounts were.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible. Huh? Why is it impossible? Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry. Oh, you weren't in the office? That's clearly a desperate excuse.
I have to read those testimonies again. Yuki's account now. Terry's account. That has nothing to do with it. do with it. Kept using the whole time. So Nekomaru is the key point here. I gotta remember that name does not fit that guy's body.
Since Pekka was in the office,
Whoops. Wrong button.
she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is that possible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
So that's how it works.
No, I think Pekka was telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Pekko.
That has nothing to do with it.
It's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Pekko's alibi.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started. And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Everyone else besides Pekka was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Pekko.
I guess that would be... true.
Why is she not admitting it?
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you are so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit.
And he's really honest about that.
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners? Or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
Oh, that is too much information.
I said it's fine.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited?
Oh god, just shut up.
Seriously, stop it.
Thank you.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
That's an interesting choice of words.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
This is a red herring. Uh-oh. I'm gonna try to not use the embarrassing
Did
pose.
you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
I need to review the clues.
Did you...
What's the party dishes? Akane and Pekka were the only ones who ate them.
Eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
That's not it. Let's keep going.
Did you eat anything? I don't remember eating any. Now that you mention, you brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
No, that's wrong! No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene. Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Cease this bickering!
Let's just dismiss Pekko's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
Trashy skank?
Irons in the storage room is probably the one.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Oh, get bopped, boy.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
No.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
No.
Crap! Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head. Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters. Or maybe they caused a power surge?
Oh, it's the next one. Firefly really enjoys smug Hyoko
Mine
mode.
Ru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge. Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally.
Wow. How dramatic. That reading.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout. When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Ah.
Hold on a second, let me speak too!
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
You know, this music kind of reminds me of the Animatrix for some reason. It's gonna be the AC
The irons
timer.
in the storage room caused the blackout, and for the killer to turn the irons on. You're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
I can't back down! No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused the blackout, Then the killer had to go to the storage room before and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said? But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the iron's caught, then the killer had to go to the storage room before that and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said? But the people in the dining hall were... If the irons caused the blackout...
Allow me to cut through those words!
Apparently I missed that.
The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger.
I really don't like the way Hajime's like reading his lines so dramatically.
The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
The air conditioners!
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham-Hams died around that time too!
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see! I understand! Indubitably!
Oh dear.
Indubitably?
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
That's sort of like a high-risk situation since you're not sure what the kitchen output would do. I mean, I had power breakers that would have tripped because of like one extra microwave.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
Dun dun dun! Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet!
I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. But even so, I feel regret. If I was in the office, I could have.
I summon the power. Yes, I am paying attention to the chat, but not so much because I'm also reading the story.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach. Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
I don't know why he said that line because he was in the same room when Monokuma said that he like flipped the switch.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry.
That is creepy.
Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
I hope that's a clue and that's just not bad acting.
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all.
He is the killer, isn't he?
In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, his tone of voice has changed.
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building.
And who was the one in the building before him? It was this dude!
What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress. Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Fortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer.
Oh, it's you, because you were the one cleaning the room!
But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
What?
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you. Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is.
I knew it!
I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too! Please, take me home already! I want to go home and eat candy!
That's a lot of mucus.
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
You're gonna what?
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong.
There's Miss Logic.
I think.
Did you say something?
'Cause we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person.
I like that hoodie.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They used glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
How the killer got close to the table.
Let's try examining the situation. My hero's diagram might be useful here.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right?
Nagito was the closest. Select a suspicious spot. Oh wait.
Crap!
That was the question.
Here!
This is so much like Phoenix, right?
Killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
Desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
The power cord.
I can prove it with this.
Wow.
They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Time to accuse! J'accuse!
You're the only one! Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was...
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
I see! Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously! That's all just a coincidence!
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
She is staring into your soul.
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already!
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya.
Oh, you're so gullible.
Nagito, say something!
I did it!
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! How wonderful! How...
Huh?
What was he an ultimate of?
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started. I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out.
That explains the owl.
With a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery. Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Lie? That's outrageous! There's no way someone like me could have lied to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless. too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. Too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets! He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
What?
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
Hey, Nagito. If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
Which is kind of a weird clue. I mean, that could have been left out, because Nagito is the person who brought me to this clue.
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason.